There is only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be. But they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you. I've been beaten to the ground, dragged across the dirt. I've been scared to live cause some people never learn. But they're not gonna watch me burn. Cause baby, I got you. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's a dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always bring all the lonely, but with you here nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I will tell them what I'm feeling forevermore. I don't care about their feelings, not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who it's for. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's a dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Desert Adventures in Arizona, coming to you live from the Ironwood Forest National Monument. I'm enjoying a cup of coffee this morning with Roy and Becky's travel cup here. Hope your Monday morning is going well. Lucas is stuck to me like Velcro over here, so he'll come in and say hello. Let's see who we have this morning. First member in the house is Nosh, all the way from Florida. Good to have you. Good to have you. She had to step away to feed the fur babies. We know how that is. Catherine Cook is here. Good morning. Good morning. Whoa, it's 18 degrees where she is. Catherine, are you guys still up in northern Arizona? I've forgotten. It was 32 degrees this morning here. We had frost on the noggin around here, so that's all starting to melt off. And I think our high is going to be 60. We have Sandra here from Hawkins Family Adventure. Good morning, good morning. Lorna McKenzie is here. Good morning, Lorna. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well. And there's Rose. Good morning, Rose. Gracie and Jacques Adventure. She's traveling today, heading to Yuma. Well, it should be nice down there. Got to hang out with Gracie during the Ironwood meetup, and we had a great time. So safe travels, Gracie. Let's see what we have here. Nothing to write home about. 2 inches of snow. We have snow up in the Catalina Mountains, so here in the Tucson-Marana area, there's a mountain range north of Tucson. It's about 9,200 feet elevation at the top up there. and they got quite a bit of snow. They have a couple feet of snow up there now, and we can see it from the front yard of our house. It's really pretty to look at. I'm glad I don't have to work in it anymore. Oh, thank you, Sandra. And Gracie's saying hello to everybody. There's Sandra's channel. Thank you, Rose. And there's Lily. Ava Raid. Good morning, Lily. Always start my mornings off with Ava Potterfield and friends, a cup of coffee, and some nice chat. There's Debbie F. Good morning, good morning. Now, a lot of folks were gifted memberships last week when Grandma Kelly was here. Grandma Kelly, Living Clean. I forgot the total channel name, but Grandma Kelly, everybody knows her. She gifted a bunch of memberships. So thank you very much to Grandma Kelly for doing that. Thank you, Lorna. Yeah, Lucas is doing well. He got his staples out. He had staples in his head. We had a growth removed, and they sewed it up with sutures. And when they removed the sutures, they didn't hold. So they put some big old staples in there. And after 2 weeks, we took him back in, and he's got this scar on his head now. Right now, we're hoping the hair will grow over it and cover it up. But for right now, his nickname is Scarhead. Pamela G is here. Good morning, Pamela. Thanks for coming in. There's Lily's channel. Whoa, Nellie Adventures is here. Wow, I'm actually awake enough. Nice to have you. Nice to have you guys. So Lucy and Brian and the fur babies. I'm camping out there in the Ironwood Forest National Monument. So we did a lot of fun things. I'm wearing a t-shirt that I had made with the logo on it. And we had a lot of fun out there. We had music, we had arts and crafts, we had just sitting around the campfire, talking to one another, visiting with our neighbors, getting to know people. It was a great time. And I think Marshall had a book where he was having folks sign in, and I think he had 77 or 78 sign-ins. We think there was between 80 and 100 people that showed up for the meetup. And I think we had a really good time. I think everyone had fun. Okay, Catherine is up in Snowflake, Arizona. That's cold country, but in the summertime, it sure is nice. There's another channel member. There's Mo Bang for Your Bucks. Good morning, Tim. Tim made his famous egg rolls. So those were delicious. Talca Detector is here. Good morning, good morning. Appreciate that, Rose. And there's Tim's channel. Tim is really good at converting minivans, and he did some work out here for a lady while he was at the meetup. You know, he come out to the meetup to relax, and what does Tim do? He helps people. He cooks for people, and he helps people. So he helped someone out here that needed some work on her van, and I know she appreciated that. Listening and working on my van, of course, of course. You're back in Illinois, I heard, so hopefully you can stay warm. I think Cooper's a lab, right, Sandra? We had a chocolate lab that had lumps all over them, and we had one checked out, and it turned out to be just a fatty tissue. So Lucas is back here. You want to say hi? Want to say hi? There's Lucas. Yeah, just like Velcro. See? See his head right there? It's healing up nicely, huh? Big boy. Yeah, yeah. So Lucas says hello to everybody. There's Ava. Good morning. Good morning. Good to have you. Thanks for the raid, Ava. Appreciate it very much. And Ava, I missed the live stream. We missed the live stream, so I watched the replay on Friday night. Always fun. Ava Potterfield and friends. Ava and Doug play music for us on Thursday and Friday nights. And it's always fun to watch during dinner time. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, if copper's a lab, that's probably what it is. It's just fatty tissue, and the vet told us that it was nothing to worry about. You know, they took a sample out, looked at it under a microscope. If it's squishy, a squishy lump, you don't have anything to worry about. There's James Catney, another member. Thank you, James, for coming in. Hope you're doing better. James had a little mishap as he was preparing to come to the meetup, and hopefully he's doing better. And there's James's channel. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, that was quite a few people missed the book, but that's okay. That's just for email addresses to give folks information on the next meetup coming up next year, passing out information, things like that. Okay, he's a boxer, German short hair pointer. Oh, okay. There's Naj coming in to say hello. Yep, got to take care of those fur babies for sure. Look at this. We got Badge in the house. Good morning, sports fans. Is it cool enough for you this morning, Badge? It was like 32 here. Great channel. Check Badge out. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Lily. Appreciate the donation. Lucas, a new squeaky toy. Oh, he'll love that. Thank you very much. I've got a video here to play. A couple of them. I'll throw a couple of them up there. Thanks, Lily.
Awesome!
All right, Lucas appreciates that. In fact, he stopped in to say hi. Look at his tail wagging. See his tail wagging over there? He is so excited. He gets a new squeaky toy. Lucas, you get a new squeaky toy. Yeah, Lily got you a new squeaky toy. Okay, all right, we'll get one for him. We'll get one. He's all excited. What a nut. He is a good boy. He's a little spoiled. But he's a good boy. Now he's doing much better with people. When we were over at the meetup, he barks at other dogs, doesn't get along well with other dogs. So we have to work with him a little bit on that. A lot. We have to work with him a lot on that. But we'll get there. The important thing to us is people, getting him used to being around people. Now, Marshall came over, Greg from Fit for Expedition, and Ron Sees America came over. We had a meeting, after action meeting at our house here at home base here. We're just a few miles from the campsite. So we talked about things we wanted to do different, how things went for this year. We shared what people had to say about the meetup, and we had a good time. And so Lucas did really well with all three of those guys here. Now he knows Marshall. He's met Marshall before, so he knows him pretty well. But he did really well with Ron and Greg. So I think we've turned the corner. He's more trusting, and I think so long as we're around, he's going to be okay with people. Now, he does bark if somebody walks by the gate or along the fence out there, then he'll run out there and he'll bark at them, and that's really his job to do that. So we don't mind that so much. Captain Jack is here. Good morning, good morning. It is early. Yep. It is early. You got that right. And I'm an early guy. I like early. I'm early to rise and early to bed. There's Captain Jack Scrapper's channel. He did a lot of live streams out here at the meetup. It was nice to meet him in person. He did a bunch of live streaming out here and other videos. So check out his channel, and you can watch some of the shenanigans that went on here. There's Diana. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well there back east. It's a little nippy here this morning, but gee whiz, I think we're going to be 60 today. Hey Siri, what's the weather here?
Expect some clear skies today.
62.
Daytime temperatures will hover around 62 degrees, with overnight lows around 34.
All right, we'll take that. That's jacket weather, but we'll take it. It's sunny. We've had a lot of rain. In fact, I did a walk around video on my channel if you want to check it out. I'm thinking I'm going to have to buy a lawnmower. There's so much grass and weeds growing here. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. But it should be an awesome, awesome poppy, spring poppies. In fact, I'll show you a picture from last year. This is Lucas in the field of poppies. This was just right down the road. This is what we're going to be looking at here in a few weeks. Isn't that cool? There's Lucas sitting there. I mean, we have these huge, areas that we have poppies growing, just beautiful. Anyway, we should have a pretty good bloom because we've had a couple inches of rain over the last month. And in order for the wildflowers to come in, you have to have that initial winter rain and then supporting rain, as the weeks go on. So as everything grows, it continues to do well. Now, as part of the meetup, I can tell you guys I am proof that you can teach an old dog new tricks. Lonnie from the Crafty Traveler did a watercolor class. This is what I painted. What do you think? That's a saguaro cactus, and that is Ragged Top Mountain with a couple of ravens. What do you think? So we had Lonnie teach us how to do some painting. And it was actually fun. I'm not a painter. I never painted before, but yeah, that's right. That's what I heard. Yep. Get a goat, Bad says. No, I don't want a goat. No goats around here. We had a neighbor goat, lived to be a ripe old age. I don't want one. There's Teddy, old car junkie, is here. All the snow is melting. Yeah, those poppies are pretty cool. Oh, that's nice, Lily. That's cool. Yeah, I think they're called California poppies. We call them Mexican poppies. They're all over out here. Yeah, that was pretty neat. I can say I have learned to paint at least a little bit. So what she had us do is just lay color in, and then this is like depicting a sunset, and then the saguaro cactus, and then basically drawing in the mountain. So I don't know. I don't care much for the saguaro cactus. I didn't do a really good job on that. That looks kind of dorky. But for the first time, I think I did okay. Thank you. Thank you. Lucky Dog Productions moderator is here. Good morning, Sue. Hope you're doing well. Oh my. It's tough when when your dog gets bit or attacked by another dog. It changes them. So good to hear, Catherine, that Coco was not seriously hurt. Ringo and Zara are here. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. There's Ringo's channel right there. Steve and Tina are here. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're hoping for more rain. I think we'll be okay if we get a little bit more rain between now and the end of the month. I think we're going to have a very nice spring flower season. Steve and Tina saying hello. There's their channel. They do live streams and also hike videos and things as they travel around their area up there in Canada. Mel and Nettie, living free zip codeless, is here. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are well. There's Mel and Nettie's channel. Thank you, Rose. All right, what else did we do? We had a lot of things going on. We did painting. There was a young lady that came in and did some basket weaving. She showed people who wanted to sit in on her class, how to do basket weaving. And she came in with string, like jute string, and then taught folks how to weave it. And in Oki, when she got home, she did a kind of a modification and did some coasters. So she made these coasters, and so there's that jute string, burlap string, whatever you want to call it, and then she used yarn to wrap it with. And then there's a technique for making baskets and purses and things like that. And so she actually made this, and she actually cut an old t-shirt into strips and then rolled them and then weaved them with yarn. And it came out really cool. And purple is her favorite color, by the way. That looked neat. She did a great job on it. So I think she's developing her skills, new skills that she learned at the meetup. And that should be fun to watch. Here's another coaster she made. Came out pretty nice. Works really good with a hot cup of coffee. So yeah, we had a good time. And then of course, I think Captain Jack brought his karaoke machine. So they were out there singing, having a good time. There was all kinds of music. We had a young lady come down from Phoenix that played some country western for us. She did a great job. All right, Sandra, you taking off? You have a great day. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I heard that. In fact, Roy and Becky aren't live today because I think they're traveling to Mesa Airport to pick Becky up. So happy for them. Becky went back to enjoy, take care of their grandkids while her daughter had her baby and added another grandchild to the family. So we're excited for them. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. So Badge took off to help somebody get a motor installed back in his truck. I have actually eaten goat in Okinawa, Japan. They had it. The old folks used to eat goat all the time. All right, Gracie's saying hello to everybody. Something else that I passed out for gifts, and Gracie liked this so much she wants some for her meetup. This is a sticker for the meetup. It's kind of reflective, sparkly sticker, but this is a phone holder. So you stick your phone in there, and this turned out to be pretty popular. I think I had 6 or 8 of them that we gave away. And Gracie wants a couple of these, so I'm going to make a couple up for her. She wants 3 of them, so she can give them away at her meetup and put her stickers on there. So, second cup of coffee. Phil is here. Good morning, Phil. Phil Leo's here. Good morning. Good morning. Captain Jack is heading to Yuma. Badge, I think, is up there kind of northwest of Quartzsite. And Oki and I are hoping to get up to Quartzsite here at the end of the week. I think Thursday we're going to head up there. Scrolling. Blythe, yeah, around Blythe, that's right. Everybody's saying hello. Oh yeah, we had a tough time with a cold too. It took about 6 weeks to get over it. Thank you, Rose. Appreciate that. Yeah, there was some rock painting, all kinds of stuff. There was a lady there from Canada. Her name is Jane Bray. She traveled down with Badge and she did stained glass. Beautiful stained glass. In fact, I'm going to go get one and share with you. She set up for anybody that came in and watched her. She set them up with a little project of stained glass, and I'm going to go grab one here and show you what it looks like. Let me find a video to play here. Oh yeah, Marshall brought his kite too. Here's one, let's see here. Here's a video on the Rockland Hotel. I'll be right back. Yeah, that was something else that I did since we live out here, was took people around to see some of those things in the monument. And that was the Rockland Hotel that is up north. And I took a group of people up to see that too. But the Jane Bray's contribution to the meetup was making these, well, it's green. That's why it shows up kind of weird. But this is a saguaro cactus, and you can see the arms. And then this is a soil here. Another arm on this side, 2 arms on it, and then it's hanging. And so anyone who was interested could come in and learn how to solder. And this is glass in the middle. So pretty cool. So Oki made one of these. And so it was a very nice meetup. I think everybody had a great job. That was Amber that taught the basket weaving, by the way. Let me get back to the chat. Scrolling. Phil saying hello. Ringo saying hello. Yep, a lot of people eat goat. Goat bacon. Ooh. Oh, okay. So there were poppies last year. I have pictures of poppies in February. And I'm thinking we may have them again in February. Yeah, that's good for Pippi, huh, Lily? Yeah, they came out pretty good. I actually bought one of those from IKEA up north of us, and it ended up breaking. So I figured, well, I can make one of those. Yeah, it works pretty good too. I have my iPad sitting on it. Hope you're doing well, Phil. There's Box Van D, another channel member. Good morning. Good to see you. Scrolling. Everybody's saying hello. Dee and Maxie. We got Dee made it to our meetup also. It was great to see her. I showed her around the monument, took her up where Ragged Top Mountain is. We went up to the base of Ragged Top. And when you go up there, there's a beautiful view of the valley with all the saguaros, and you can see all the way out to the freeway up there. So it was great to see Dee. And she's back in her box fan and doing some traveling and enjoying life. Yep, Tanya's coming up next. She's got a live stream coming up at 9 o'clock Arizona time. There's Roy and Becky. Howdy, howdy. What the heck? It's 35. Oh, you had an earthquake. Wow. Yeah, it was 32 here. And Roy, do you have some good news to share with us? A rumor is that Becky's coming home. I had a problem with a cold, jumped in the truck and drove south. I hear that. That's right. Yeah. Dee got some painting done on her rig. Amber is also a painter, and she painted a nice scene on the side of Dee's rig. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of work. I didn't realize it was so much work. There's Roy and Becky's travels link. There's Carol. Good morning, Carol. Ron sees America's in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you, Ron. So Ron's got some video on the meetup also. So be sure to check out his channel. Yes, we did see Merton and Sue and their puppies. So I did a couple shorts on my channel with their new puppies. Scrolling. There's Ron Sees America. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, be careful. They'll be going into the big city. Up in the Phoenix Mesa area. There's a lot of traffic up there. What's up with that, Roy? Ivan K is here. Good morning. Good morning. Last I heard, Ivan, you were down in Yuma. Is that right? Yeah, I have some drone video around the campground that I'll be putting together in a little video of the meetup. So I will definitely share that. Yeah, and the nice thing about that, was what Jane did was she made them small so they were easy to do fairly quickly. Now, she needed a couple hours with folks to stay there to do the whole thing, but she had the glass all cut out and ready to go. You just had to go in there and solder it together. And so it was a nice small little project, but she does some beautiful artwork with stained glass. I think I figured it out, Phil. I think that, so I did a short 1-minute video on something I saw with the drone, I think that is a water catchment for bighorn sheep and deer up there. That's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing it is. I have to get a little closer to it, I think. Dave is working and listening. Yeah, we have little earthquakes here. And I think our one app that we have shows up. Let me see if I can see it. My radar actually has earthquakes on it. Let me see if it showed up. I have to wait for it to update. Do I have earthquakes turned on? Yep, earthquakes are turned on. I guess I have to let it update, but they happen here in Arizona. They're usually pretty small, nothing significant. There it is. Okay, looks like there was one out of south of St. George in Fredona, Arizona. 211 at 22:21. So 10 o'clock last night, there was a little magnitude 1.8 in Fredona, Arizona. That's the only one I see. So I don't know if you could feel that down there. I'm looking around. There's Kingman, Lake Havasu. Bunch of them in California. Yeah, that's typical for California. They have all kinds of earthquakes. But the closest one I see El Centro, California had a couple. Looks like 7 hours ago they had 4.5 and 4.8 magnitude quakes in El Centro, California. That's pretty good. And then a bunch of smaller ones. Wow, look at all those. If you're living in El Centro, California, you better batten down the hatches, I guess. Fairy Dust lives outside of LA. I wonder if she's headed back home. Yeah, pretty cool. It's a pretty cool art medium for sure. All right, Lily's taking off. Thanks, Lily, for coming in. And Jack's looking for Sasquatches up there where he's at. So I don't know how you tell the difference. Yeah, what are you going to do when you catch them? There's Ron saying hello. Here comes Lucas again. I think he's wanting to go outside and play. Yeah, see? He is all jacked up. He wants to go outside and play. All right, so Lucas has made a couple of appearances today. Yeah, thanks, Badge. Folks who come out to the meetup, I like to show them around since Oki and I have lived here for almost 20 years. We know the monument pretty well, and especially people who don't spend a lot of time out in the desert. It's fun to show them around. There's Dave Wanders. Good morning, Dave. Dave was out at the meetup too. There's Box Van D's link right there. Right there. There's Dave Wanders link. Dave spends a lot of time out here in the monument. No worries, D, no worries. What else we got? Let's see. We got Van Life Voyages coming up. No live for Roy and Becky until tomorrow. I'll show you a couple of pictures from the meetup here. I haven't showed those yet, so let me see here. So we had Brea Burns here playing music for us. That was pretty fun. She was a great musician too. We showed people around. This is that it used to be an old hotel back in the early 1900s. This is the group that I took up there and showed around. There's Gracie and Jane Bray. So for channel members, I took them on individual trips up there. I did that with Box Fan D too, and made a video and put on the channel when I took her up there. She enjoyed it. There's Gracie and Jacques. That's at the petroglyphs there. So took people up there to look at those. Those are Hohokam Indian petroglyphs done, they say, 4,000 to 8,000 years ago. So that was cool. Here's a group photo. Ron Sees America ran around and gathered everybody up, as many folks as could come up. This isn't everybody, but you can see a lot of folks in there. Dee is down here with her fur baby in the front there, and then Fairy Dust is there. Everybody's there. I think I don't know if Lucy and Brian are in here, but Lucy actually got a glider ride. So Ron Sees America took some people down to the glider port, which is right down the road. And Lucy got a ride in a glider. So look for that on her channel. We had games. This is a cornhole game that had LED lights in it for nighttime use. This was our community tent. That's Dee sitting there in the middle and Marshall next to her, and then Star walking. And we had a whiteboard inside the tent that had information on all the activities that we had planned, the time and all that. And so that worked out pretty good. Ron Darrell made it. He was happy to be there. You can see he just got out of the hospital and he still had his medical bracelets on. So he was really happy to be there. There's the campground. So that's looking from the road, looking to the east. And all those rigs in there are, folks, this was like day 2 or 3. I think day 3. You can see Tim's van down there, Mo Bang for Your Bucks. He was helping that lady there with her interior. And then, of course, everybody along that road going back. And this was a dead end trail going in there, so we didn't have any through traffic. So that worked out pretty well in that regard. We're probably going to need more room next year. So we're going to move back over to the other side of the road and spread out a little bit more next year. Here's a picture of Lonnie, the crafty traveler. There's Amber next to her. This is in the class, the watercolor class. And so Lonnie made up postcards for everybody and just taped it to a piece of cardboard and then showed us how to go through and lay down the colors. So that worked out really well. And like I said earlier, I'm a perfect example of an old dog learning new tricks. So that was pretty neat. Pretty neat. I actually enjoyed that experience. So that's everything in a nutshell. Let me get back to the chat here. Yeah, that's what we heard. No live chat today. Rumor has it, huh? Rumor has it. All right, you got to straighten up and fly right, Roy. You're going to have some supervision. Ron saying hello. Good to see you. Yeah, he's here. He's here. Yeah, Van Life Voyages, Tanya and Derek. Tanya will be live here in about 8 minutes. So we'll do a Desert Adventures in Arizona raid over there. Oh, Teddy had a earthquake. Oklahoma, 40 miles east of Tulsa. Wow. Seems to be happening a lot. Yeah, those puppies are cuties for sure. Took my granddaughter, Hallie, over there. And she sat down and played with them and really enjoyed them. Yeah, Merton and Sue are still out at Ironwood. And I think they're going to stay there until the end of the month. Now, Merton has to do a repair on his generator. He's got to put a fuel pump in it. So he's got to decide whether he needs to pull it out or if he can do it while it's installed. So I'll be standing by to help him if he needs help. Okay, so you guys there were multiple earthquakes there in El Centro. Most of us didn't. Yeah, it's quite a ways away yet. I hear you, Dave. That's kind of why we moved out of Tucson. No more big city for us, although I do have to go into the city today. I've got some acupuncture scheduled for 12:30 for my back. So I'll have to go in and battle all the crazy drivers in the city. Okay, was in queue for 4 weeks, back in Yuma now. Okay, all right, gotcha. It's a good place to be in the wintertime, huh, Ivan? Roy's saying a blanket howdy to everybody. Yeah, that's interesting. Coming up on 55 minutes here. Another 5 minutes, we'll go raid Van Life Voyages. Alan Schaefer is here. Good morning, Alan. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Taco Bell seismic level. Yeah, there was tiny ones up here, but they had some pretty good ones in California, as they always do. And of course, the Lucas. Yep, the Lucas. What a nut. Memories of good times. There's Merton and Sue. Good morning. Good morning. Just talking about your beautiful puppies. So there's Merton and Sue's channel right there. They're putting out a bunch of shorts, and we're going to watch their puppies grow as they play and have fun. Yeah, I can see that. They had quite a few earthquakes last night. They are cute for sure. They're doing well, they're growing, playing, and they're keeping their mom and dad really busy. He was out for a little while, Dave, but with all the things that we had to do, we didn't want to leave him inside the RV. We did bring him out for an afternoon, and he did pretty good, and we were able to walk him around a little bit. But with so many things going on, we left him home where he was safe and stayed out of trouble. Yeah, he got some stitches. We had a growth removed, Phil, and turned out they sent it to the lab. It was nothing to worry about, but he had like a skin tag on top of his head. So we had that removed, and now he's got a racing stripe. Call him Scarhead. Hope you guys are doing well. Merton, did you decide on your repair, what you wanted to do, whether you want to bring it over here? We're going to be at home base here, leaving out Thursday. So if you want to run over here and do some work, let me know. You're welcome to it. Yeah, there were a lot of people there. We figure on 80 to 100 people. We weren't able to count because there were so many, but we had quite a few people. Yeah, okay, you are in the group photo. All right, that's good. So Whoa Nelly RV Adventures, Lucy is going to be putting some video up, I think, of her flight. And that'll be fun to see. Lucy in the Sky. Okay, that's good. All right, so premiere at 11 a.m. will be Whoa Nelly RV Adventures. The glider video will be a premiere at 11. So if somebody can find that and post a link, one of the moderators, that would be great. So go to Whoa Nelly RV Adventures. Should be a premiere scheduled there. Yeah, Ron Darrell had a great time. He said this is what he needed to be. He's been trying to get down here for a while. He finally made it. He pretty much rolled off the operating table, jumped in his van, and headed down. And each day he got better and better. So it was great to see him. Yes, he did. Oh, yeah. She had a stealth Penske van, Renee had. Yeah, she rented a van to come down here. And I think it worked out pretty well. We'll get a report on that later. Yeah, going through hell and back. You got that right. He's had a tough road, but he's doing well. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate that. Yeah, he did well. Their van rode good. He just bought it. It rode well. It's he's getting it set up for camping, and so far it's working great. Yeah, in fact, Badge had a live stream with Ron Darrell from the campground. So yeah, it was a great time. Sure was. Scrolling. Thank you, Naj. It's about 230 miles north, so it's not a long trip for us, but we want to get up there and see Roy and Becky and see our views up there and a few other folks we'd like to visit with. Is there a rule in Tucson that all the buildings are the same color? Only in subdivisions, it seems like. Go downtown Tucson, and every building is different. They don't have any rules or anything. That's what Lucas has some rugged good looks, huh? Ron saying hello to Dee. Okay, no worries, Merton. Whatever works for you guys. Is that the premiere, Rose? All right, folks, we're at 1 hour and 2 minutes. Let's go over and say hello to Tanya over at Van Life Voyages. Thanks everybody for coming in today. Appreciate it very much. And we'll see you next time.